Yeah, no, real shit though. Anthony Davis said he wants to fuck out of New Orleans. He said he ain't playing with them no more. He told his agent and gave him that little nudge and said, hey man, I'm trying to get the fuck up out of here. There's talks about him going to LA. There's talks about him potentially going to Boston. But, you know, there's only 2 weeks left in the trade deadline. And, of course, that means LA's got to shoot all out for him because technically Boston can't trade for him right now. I don't know who else will possibly be in the running, but those are the biggest players right now. And I don't know how much LA going to have to give up. They may have to give up Lonzo Ball, Brandon Ingram, Kyle Kuzma, and a couple first-round draft picks just to get LeBron. But are they willing to give up all that? That's really the question. This is a chance for LA to grab a big-time player who can really make a difference, and this would really put a stamp on Magic Johnson's time there, especially if he brought LeBron and AD together and had another potential to bring another free agent in at the beginning of the season. So I feel like any pieces that LA could potentially keep would be great, but we don't know who else is in the running. I don't know if, you know, New Orleans likes the idea of trading him within the Western Conference. There's a lot of unknown factors. There's just a lot of shit that, hey, really, we just found out that he really wants to get traded. So whoever has put in that work to already get on the ground floor of what's being potentially laid down is really good. And I hope LA has been on the ground floor for that potentially to be laid down, because I would love to see them 2 niggas play together and potentially throw in another third player at the end of the offseason. And, you know, he likely could re-sign with them as well. So, you know, that looks dope. A couple other wild throws out there with Chicago, which I know you don't want to go play in no fucking Chicago. Maybe New York, because there's a potential of them signing some free agents afterwards. I don't know what New York's going to trade for. I mean, they don't have any fucking pieces. That's another good question. And then they talked about Toronto, which also could be a potential option, but how much would Toronto also have to give up? And especially knowing the fact that they may not potentially re-sign Kawhi. So, with the top 5 player potentially in the running to be traded or to be moved, saying that he no longer wants to be where he wants to be, this could really shake up the scene in the NBA. And why motherfuckers talking about the motherfucking Warriors, but they were smart in pursuing and knowing that things could happen in a way that could put them at risk to win another championship. So Dub Nation in this hoe. But I'm all about the competition. So bring AD to LA, bring KD to LA, and let's war it out, goddammit. Swab it out. But always good to hear some new NBA news, and glad to see Anthony Davis stop being the nice guy and take his own destiny into his own hands. LeBron showed you the way. Go ahead and take it, my nigga. I'll see you in the finals soon.